dead-end road. There's only 5 houses down here, and they have said nothing to nobody.
Cousin Tabby's boyfriend Mike. So what's your opinion about what we're seeing right now?
All it looks like is they're cutting trees down and cleaning up the trees and stuff. They're not in the water. They're not cleaning up the oil. There's no oil up here. It's in the water. They're basically just back here doing nothing.
So do you believe that they're just trying to look like they're doing something?
That's what it looks like to me. I mean, anybody could come back here and clean the path up, but they're not doing anything, in my opinion, about the oil that I can see. I don't see anything that they're doing.
Well, that's the fact. They're not cleaning up and her children. Does benzene cause cancer? And you're saying it doesn't cause cancer?
I'm breathing in. I don't. I hope not. I'm not a scientist.
All right. Well, scientists have said that it does cause cancer.
I mean, it's there. I can show
Okay.
you
Well,
I can take you down there.
I
When I was at the gas station yesterday, and the guy pulled up the map, this creek that comes off the river here isn't even on that map. So when I told him then, I said that the overflow isn't even on this map that you're showing me. Even the first time I came in, I told him that wasn't on there. But they had a boom across this creek during this time. So they knew that the creek, some workers knew that it was there. And never, not one time did they ever touch it, attempt to come down here, nothing.
Why don't you guys come tell her there's no oil here, so I can prove you wrong. Just tell her, just say there's no oil out here. Can you do that for me, on record?
You show me the spot. We'll look.
You got to get a guy out with some waders, get a rake, get in the water.
We're not going. We don't have a.
That's how you prove there's oil. Have you been watching my videos?
Your videos are.
What? The Congress, they sent them to the White House. An Enbridge employee sent them to the White House. So they're what? Tell me what my videos are, sir.
Well, he says it's out in the swamp. You want to walk out in the swamp and dig around.
It's John Bolenbaugh. Just letting you know that it's February 13th. It's on a Sunday. This is where my cousin and me videotaped where they met with Enbridge and EPA, and they told my cousin that there was no oil here on the phone. So we come out here and now I'm just going to go out here and videotape that these guys are now working out here. Where they said before there wasn't nothing. They wouldn't say it on record. But now we just have proof that my complaints are legitimate. They are going back to areas that I've made complaints. This area was not even on the EPA or Enbridge map. And then after our complaint, the Enbridge attorney contacted saying that I'm making false complaints. I have the email saying that. So if I'm making false complaints, why do they have these trucks out here? Why do they have the dumpsters? Why do they have an oil sucker machine out here in the back? Why are they now cleaning up this area when they said this was a false complaint I made saying there was oil back here? So, Mike, he's got a good point. And the point is, why are we losing our linear path that goes from one county to another because of this oil spill? And then Enbridge says, well, it's not our fault, and we're not doing anything wrong, and we're not hurting anybody. And, well, guess what? Nobody can walk down our path that the taxes that we work hard for, that we pay the county and city for. It's sad. We can't even use what our taxes are paying for. It's just not right. So we got a guy coming right now. I don't know if he's going to try to tell us to leave. We'll find out. Can I help you, sir?
Can I help you out?
We're just residents. I'm John Bolenbaugh. I'm the local activist in the county.
Right.
And just met with the Senate people this morning, and be on Channel 8 tonight and Channel 3 in a couple days. Mike here lives here.
Are you a property owner of this property?
No, but I pay taxes for this linear path.
Yeah, I understand.
And
that.
the law says I can be here. I've already checked with the county and city.
But under the work that's going on,
Uh-huh.
we have permission to close this section of the trail.
Do you? For hazmat qualified people?
We have permission to close this for the safety of the people walking through here.
Right.
And we ask the citizens, to wear the steel-toed boots,
Yeah.
we ask the hard hat and things like
Yeah.
that. So,
would you like me to go get my hard hat and stuff on? I'm hazmat qualified, just like you are.
But I have to ask you to leave the property right now.
So over in this area, you're going to be doing work where we're at right now.
I cannot honestly say that. I don't.
It looks to me like you're not coming back in this area anymore, so we're not harming anything, and we're in no danger at all.
All your guys,
You
and
would
there was
like
no
the law
signs or
enforcement
nothing.
notified?
Yes, because when you arrest me, then I will sue you.
I'm asking you politely to please remove.
And I'm
the
asking
word
you
sign.
politely to don't tell me to leave. Politely. I am not in any danger, and I'm not hurting you or your property. I pay taxes to be right here on this spot. And I have the city approval to be here. Do you want to talk to the city about that? So we're not in their way, Mike? I suggest we walk through this little path right here so we don't, just so everybody knows, we were over there. There's no work being done. There's nothing of any danger or hazard where we were. And we're 30 yards from anything. So we're going to go down this little path right here so that way we're not intruding on their work and we're not in any danger and we're not around anything that's of hazard to us or them. And then hey sir, I'll be waiting up front for the police. Just have them come talk to me. Got a little cold, everybody, from when I was in the oil the other day. So if my voice cracks or sounds funny, that's why. See, we were never around anybody. We never hurt anybody. Not even close to any equipment or any dangerous material. Enbridge just does not want us to videotape. That's exactly why they're doing this. And they have no authority to tell me I can't be here. Hi.
Hi.
So you're a resident here also?
Yes, I am.
And you know Mike?
Yes, I do.
All right, this is Mike, my cousin's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And, hi, sir. They call the cops. They don't want us videotaping back here.
Oh,
making them look bad. Remember when I brought my cousin back here and
Yeah.
they were saying that it was clean and there wasn't no oil, and I said, well, just tell me on tape, and they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, so now I come back here, prove that they're working, and have they came and talked to you guys yet?
Nope.
Not yet.
So they've been having all these trucks drive by and bothering you, inconvenience, all the noise, and they haven't even said why they're back here or what
Nope.
they're doing or anything.
Nope. Well, all I know is they're cleaning the oil off and stuff. They need
Right.
to clean the oil up and
Well, right now there ain't. We just were back there. They're not cleaning up any oil back there. All they're doing is cutting trees down and stuff like that. They're just trying to look like they're doing something. The oil is in the river under the water,
Yeah.
and there's a thick thing of ice, on top of it now. So they really can't clean up any oil at the moment.
No.
But makes them look like they're doing something, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this, sir?
I'm hoping that to hurry up and get it done.
And what was it? 5 months before they even came back here?
About that.
And only after I made complaints and made videos that they weren't cleaning. 13th, it's John Bolenbaugh, just videotaping the cops. Come out here. Not much. We're residents of the river, and we want to videotape the cleanup efforts.
That's where we're at.
Mike lives right there, and they live right there, and I'm his cousin, and I lived on River Road when the oil spill happened. I'm the #1 activist in Battle Creek, trying to help out, and I'll be on Channel 8 tonight and Channel 3 in a couple days, and there's no EPA order that I can't be here.
What's your concern about their job that they're doing out here?
Poor cleanup efforts. They're not cleaning oil. They said this area was clean, and they didn't start cleaning until after I complained about it. I'm the reason they're here.
Okay.
So I wanted to document that they're here working now that I've complained, and I have a right to do that. And he said that he was going to call the cops if I didn't leave. He doesn't have a right to do that.
Well, he does to a certain degree if you're impeding his progress.
I got videotape. I was never impeding anybody's progress.
Just explaining to you.
I'm sure he's Enbridge, and he don't want me around because I'm making him look
we
bad.
weren't here when this all went down. It's his word against yours and whatever.
No, it's videotape's word. What the proof is.
We're not going to take sides. All we're asking you to do is we're going to explain to you that obviously you can't impede their work because they're trying to make progress in this situation.
I agree with you.
And also, I understand your concern if you do live on the river. That's I don't live too far from it either, so I am a little bit upset, but they're not the corporate problem. They're trying to clean it up. Now, whether or not they're cleaned up properly, I'm not an expert.
Well,
I'm a police officer, not a EPA official, and I'm not a cleanup official, but that's something I guess you'd have to talk to the EPA about to make sure that they're following up.
We have.
Do you have your ID with you today?
Yep. Am I doing anything illegal?
No, that we made contact with you. Just as long as you're not impeding and being on the site that they're working on, that's not a problem.
Actually, I'm allowed to be on a site. I'm hazmat qualified equal to they are. And I have all the proper equipment to be on the site, and I pay taxes for the linear path.
But if you were on their property when they're trying to clean up that...
This is not their property.
Well, but if they're on the property that they're trying to clean up, then you're impeding that.
Just to let you know, I was never more than 30 yards from any piece of equipment they were running, ever.
He's not saying that you were. I'm just explaining to you.
So he called the cops for what reason?
Because originally he said you're further down on the property.
I was down there where there's no equipment, walking on the linear path that I pay taxes for.
Okay.
And I know you're doing your jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But if you check me out on YouTube, John Bolenbaugh, you'll see. Especially watch the news tonight, Channel 8 at 11.
Well, I might make it home by 11 if I'm lucky.
Well, if you get a chance, you'll see all the oil
The biggest thing is we're just going to ask you don't impede in their process.
I'm proud of the guys that are working in the wintertime. This is hard work, and it's cold. And I'm not against Enbridge. I'm against the poor cleanup efforts.
So you're more or less against the companies that are cleaning it up?
I'm against the supervisors that are telling them to cover up oil. I was a worker. I was fired for...
Is Enbridge and EPA aware of this?
Oh, yeah. I've been on 10 new TV stations in the last month.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me, they're aware. They sent my videos to the White House. Okay. So the governor is doing an investigation on oil cover-up.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they would be interested if that is the case. So.
They are.
Were you previously employed by these group of people?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Is there some kind of animosity, obviously?
No, I complained to the press 2 weeks before I got fired. I went to the EPA, and when Enbridge found out, they fired me. Or SCT Environmental fired me.
Not Enbridge?
Enbridge told them to fire me, because I told Enbridge that I went to the EPA and went to the press.
Okay. Well, for the time being, until other things, if they ever do come down the pipe, just stay clear of their progress. That's all I'm going to ask you to do. If you start walking on, like somehow some people do in California where
they just walked down the linear path earlier and they were never told not to.
Okay. Yeah.
I was told not to because I'm videotaping.
Well, I'm not concerned about videotaping because we're videotaping this conversation also.
Right. Uh-huh.
So I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just saying that apparently this is the first time I've had a complaint against you, but I guess you've said that you've been to other sites.
Yeah.
If you're doing the right thing, I have no problem with that. Just
check me out. You'll see.
Just stay clear of their work in progress.
Okay. I'm not trying to impede them in any way. I want them to clean it up.
Right.
But I have to prove with my videos about the poor cleanup efforts and the good cleanup efforts. I need to know what they're doing and what they're not doing properly.
And I don't have a problem with that either.
All right, thank you.
Because I think that, unfortunately, we went through what we did last summer. If it gets cleaned up properly, maybe it won't be that big of a deal. But if it doesn't, then it'll rear its ugly head further down the road. So
you'll see tonight if you watch it.
All righty. Just
thank you, Mr.
hang
Bell.
out here and just stay clear of their progress, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye, gentlemen.